All right, we're back, winging it. We've got three-fourths of the squad here. Jack Duncan, fresh off that 5-minute shower, will be joining us here spontaneously here soon. But we got Austin Platts, Brendan Duarte, I'm Dylan Corbett. Appreciate you sticking with us, winging it. We're back. Let's get right down to business because this video just dropped right before we hit record here. And you'll get a kick out of this. You know, I move into my house. It took like a week and a half. It's almost been 2 weeks since we talked with you, right? I sit down, you know, we got the Stanley Cup playoffs this week, NBA playoffs. I've got all these topics. I record a 40-minute Corbett's Corner. I go to edit it. There's no sound. It's just useless. I'm a little rusty. I think we're good here, though.
Wait, why was there no sound? Are you sure there's sound for this?
There is sound for this. I spent a good hour testing things out, and we are at money. So what I did was I didn't have my headphones, so I was just kind of spitballing like into the mic, and I just did 40 minutes. The old Dylan would have went out and ripped a pack of heaters, but no, we're
you have to re-record it.
Yeah. Oh no, I just said fuck it. I was like, hey, we got Winging It tonight. Let's do it. So let's do it. Bryce Hall, this YouTuber TikTok battle boxing, right? Celebrity boxing. We're all addicted to this too. We'll get into Triller and whether it's a money laundering scheme in just a little bit. But Bryce Hall it has this press conference. Did you guys see this video that came today? So it's Bryce Hall versus Austin McBroom. And I have a follow-up question. Who the hell is Austin McBroom?
Never heard of him.
No clue.
Yeah, I thought he was the name rings a bell. I think he might have been a minor league baseball player and somehow like started beefing with Bryce Hall, and now he's doing this. So Bryce Hall, you know how they do these boxing pressers where it's basically just pit these two guys 6 feet apart and just have them jaw back and forth at each other in front of a crowd. Mm-hmm. Bryce Hall gets into it. Like he initiates and tries to shove Austin McBroom and just gets dropped. So we're putting this out, well, probably Tuesday night and into your Wednesday if you're just catching us, but search the video. Bryce Hall is a lot weaker and more of a bitch than I thought.
Does he get dropped by the McBroom guy or someone random?
No, so I the funniest comment, and it's the greatest way to describe it, Bryce somehow fell from his own push. Like his push just like all of a sudden just like catapulted back and he just fell on the ground. There's nice. There's like a photo of him just with his face smushed against the concrete. So not a good look for our guy Bryce Hall as Jack Duncan joins us here. Jack, did you see this recent video that just came out today of Bryce Hall and the presser with Austin McBroom?
I actually did not.
So they're just doing a celebrity boxing thing.
Oh, yeah. I know all that.
So Bryce Hall tried to shove him and basically fell on his ass, and now Twitter is just dragging him.
I saw the picture of Bryce Hall on the ground, like crumbled up, so that makes sense, but I didn't know what it was about.
So tough week for Bryce Hall because you've got that, and then what's going on with his ex, Addison Rae?
Yeah, did you see her on the MTV Movie Awards?
No, enlighten us.
They go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So she has a new movie coming out on Netflix, and it's called He's Not That He's All That Into You. It's like a remake of the 90s movie. She's all that, something like that. But her and her co-star presented the award for best kiss on screen. The people from Outer Banks won. But Addison, it was so like cringy. Her and her person were like, her and the dude presented together, and they were like, well, we have a great kiss too, and then they started making out on stage at the MTV Awards.
Was it steamy? It was pretty.
I mean, yeah.
Addison Rae's outfit was fire.
Yeah. Correct.
Wait, so is she winning the post breakup? She has to be.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Well, Bryce Hall just tweets sucks, but moving on. What a pussy.
No, the best was so those, I guess, SAE frat kids that stole his hat at the bar.
They took his hat and then they like tweeted him or whatever, and now they're like getting a bunch of press on TikTok about it. Pretty funny.
Was that before or after the Floyd Mayweather hat?
That's why they did it.
After gotcha hat.
But they did it to him, and he got all mad.
So it's been 2 weeks. Who's got the tea here on basically Logan Paul? Yeah, it's coming up, is fighting Floyd Mayweather boxing. It's going to be crazy. They have their own presser. So Bryce Hall gets in a shoving match and somehow shoves himself to the ground. This presser, Jake Paul steals the show from his brother Logan and creates Gotcha Hat, which was just so sophomoric. It's like something you did at the locker in 6th grade, but it was hilarious.
He also got he got banned from, he can't go to the fight,
Right.
like to watch his brother in person. And there's like that video of him, Logan called him and he's like, dude, they're not going to let you go. And he's like, I don't give a fuck.
I
And
think
Logan's
that was a fake
stage.
video, yeah. But I also think it was kind of genius because you know how much press they got for that?
Dude, they
Yeah.
are marketing geniuses. I think it was scripted too. I think I sent it to you guys. I found it funny as hell. Like Logan just staring at him. Jake's just like, what? And he just slowly reaches over.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's a total middle school move.
Right. Totally.
They're about to maybe get in, well, like probably a fine, but you know how they moved to Puerto Rico to like
Yeah, that's right.
for the taxes or whatever? Well, it's illegal there to drive on the beach because they have all those little baby sea turtles everywhere. And there's like little like baby ones. And there's like videos of them like driving like off-road golf carts on the beach, Logan and Jake.
They both moved there?
I know Logan did. For
Yeah, I thought Jake did for sure. Okay. So I was the
tax
opposite.
reasons?
well,
God,
I
how do you
mean, just
play?
because taxes are so much in California, and I guess I don't know what taxes look like there, but Logan also said he did it to have like a away place to train and stuff.
Puerto Rico they haven't even heard of taxes yet. It's like coming in the next 10 years. So yeah, celebrity boxing. We're gonna have Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul, and then it's gonna be like a Rocky movie where all of a sudden Jake Paul avenges his brother, and then we get Jake Paul versus Logan Paul, and then the Jake Paul versus Logan Paul 2. And we're
When is
watching.
Fight. When is that?
June 6th is Floyd Mayweather against Logan Paul. And then I guess this Bryce Hall, it's a TikToker versus YouTuber one, which I think Hall is headlining. That's in the middle of June. So big weekend celebrity boxing. Big month.
And he gets $5 million guaranteed.
Yeah, what's the other guy get? Like 20?
Probably still the biggest payday of his life. Like that's
Yeah.
why these guys are signing up for it. Did you hear the rumors that Triller is a money laundering scheme?
Yeah,
What's
I can.
Triller?
It's like TikTok, but
It's the Triller Boxing Club. Like they're a social media app, but what they're doing is they're just paying loads of money to brand these celebrity boxing things. It's the Triller Boxing Club or whatever. But who the hell is using Triller? And it's like, so that's the rumors. Like, wait a second, are these guys just looking for a media company to just unload cash at Justin Bieber and all these celebrities for boxing for an app that nobody uses?
So are
I've
you
never
saying
even heard of
that
Triller.
they're like secretly drug dealers just trying to find a way to launder their money?
Essentially.
Yeah, it could be like the people. Have you guys ever heard about I think it's the Wolf of Wall Street. Whoever financed one of those big Leo movies at first, they like figured out they were. Yeah, it was like this like production company out of like the Philippines. They figured out that they were like laundering it through.
There's all these human rights issues with like Dubai and like Saudi Arabia, which has so much money and people like money, right? But then it's like, what's your price for what they've got going on in a country that has different rules than ours? So basically, we're going to be watching celebrity boxing. That's all of a sudden what's hip now this summer. What's going on with GTA and watching online, Austin? Because this is a hit. Aiden Ross has done it. You've got a lot of different streamers kind of just playing in this GTA universe.
Well, I was originally on Twitch watching Steve will do it, gamble away his life savings. Dude literally bets $20,000 a hand. It is crazy. But then this guy XQCOW, the guy with the long hair, you know what I'm talking about, Jack? He's like probably the number one streamer.
Yeah, I probably would know him if I see him, but I'm not a big Twitch guy.
So they like recommend you to look at people, and he had 160,000 people watching him on like a Sunday night. I was like, what the fuck is this guy up to? And he's playing GTA online, and it's crazy. Like every time you come in contact with someone, like you talk to them, like they have their mic ready to go. They're like, hey, what's up? And everybody has their own job in this mythical world. And like people are policemen, people work at the fucking car shop, or you're like a robber and you like rob.
Wait, he was playing the new GTA?
I guess there's been one online this whole time.
No, it's like GTA 5. And yeah, so after like it's still so relevant. One, I think because of the coronavirus, everyone just kind of dusted off GTA and was like, wait, this game is still fire. The world is so big. And yeah, it's essentially like a Sims online, but obviously GTA where you're carjacking and possibly shooting up stores.
Dude, it's so realistic though. Like if you shoot someone, like the cops handcuff you, take you to jail, and you have to like spend time in jail. You like lose all your money and have to like start over. Like people legit act like it's real. It's nuts.
So right before we hit record, I was mentioning that this is literally what Ready Player One was, the book and then the movie, where it's basically about how we're so advanced technology that we get bored with our life. So we start living in this digital sphere and the digital sphere kind of takes over, and that's the new life. People spend more time there than they do in the real life. And that's also a conspiracy theory that's like, oh, we're living a simulation. It's just one constant simulation. And it's just by the time humans are able to figure out how to build another one, that's the new one. But yeah, I mean, GTA is fire. GTA 6 also rumored coming out this decade.
It's like in The Office when Jim has that second world where he's like works at a bike shop. Remember that? And then Dwight creates himself. But dude, all I know is when GTA comes out for Xbox, I feel like we're just gonna become addicted because it is sweet.
GTA, I said so. My best buddy, the time traveler, he sent that the GTA was going to be released or announced in like 2023 or something. It's going to be crazy on the specific date. He also came out and said that the Purge was going to be officially a real thing sanctioned by the government in 2023. I almost dropped my phone. I was like, nah, bro. I was like, fuck nah, bro. Okay, I'm not. And he's like going into it. It's like, because of population, like this is going to be in terms of trying to reduce the population. He literally said the coronavirus didn't do enough. So 4 years from now, the Purge will be sanctioned. And then he goes 5 years after, it'll be so successful that it is world renowned in each country.
Why doesn't this guy give us shit that's coming out in like 2 months?
Yeah, tell us what stock is going to blow up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
Right.
What would you guys do during the Purge? Would you hide out?
Holy fuck. No, that's a great question. Because like I'm not a gun guy. I would have to get a gun, right? I mean,
it'd be kind of lit, honestly.
Who would try and fuck with me? Who's like, all right, yeah, like this is the Purge. Like, I'd be curious to see who's showing up at my doorstep with this no lawless day.
I'm getting capped for sure if the Purge happens.
How long would you last? Would you make it 1 year?
I'm trying to think if I'd try to like go hide somewhere or something. I don't know.
Oh my, you'd have to barricade your house.
Oh, you'd have to leave the city, go to like a hideout. I mean, you can't just barricade your house.
That's like a whole nother horror movie. You're leaving one to go to the other in the woods.
Oh, dude, if it was real, I bet everybody would have a hideout house. What you think?
Dude, we could just call your dad and be good.
Every time you bring up this stuff to Ryan, he's always like, "Oh, dude, I go to my farm. We have like 85 guns."
We'd be set. Yeah, he's setting up.
We're going to Idell's farm.
Okay, here's some topics coming up. I did some pre-work, some pre-show work here. How about this? I've got a couple of would you rathers here that I've spawned down. Things you didn't know you needed, and celebrities you've encountered in your life, like kind of any stories you got there, and then funny drunk moments involving your parents. Does anyone have a preference what we knock out?
Let's do the would you rathers.
All right, let's do it. Got Heine's today. I got a little bottle opener. All right, let's see here. Would you rather? All right, we'll just wet the whistle. Would you rather be in a car for 5 hours or on a plane for 5 hours?
Car.
Wow, really? I thought you hate riding or driving, Brent.
I have more room in cars than I do on planes, though.
True.
Dude, planes like give you literally no room. It's kind of absurd.
They pack you in like sardines.
If you're over like 250, 300, I mean, that's gonna suck.
Speaking of that, real quick, I saw today that some airlines might start making people like way before they get on the plane so they can know like I mean, I didn't click on the article, but it looked like it was.
To go skydiving, you have to be under 210.
Really?
What?
So, like, because I guess
Really?
the planes are so janky.
So I couldn't even skydive if I wanted to.
That's tough.
This company we contacted.
Yeah, there was the rinky dink I went up in was definitely like, how is this flying right now? Like you're literally on the floor.
Dude, what if you like got a group of like 100 people that are like 500 pounds and said, all right, we're gonna do a social experiment. You guys all get on the same plane.
A cargo
just to see
plane.
what they do. Do you think they would not lift off?
Oh, yeah, they probably just waste gas. It'll be like trickling down the runway, sputtering. Yeah, I'm a car guy. I don't mind planes, but I like the open road. And you can rip a bowl in your car. What? All right. That's the wrong sheet. There. Here we go. Ooh, would you rather wait in line for an hour to obtain something or walk for an hour in order to obtain that same thing?
That's like, would you rather avoid traffic but take a longer route kind of thing?
I hate waiting in line, but
yeah,
I also
I'd
hate
rather
walking.
walk. I hate waiting in lines more than I hate walking, so I'm gonna say I'd rather walk.
I think I'd
exercise out of it.
Yeah, I think I'd probably walk. I can't sit still for too long.
Yeah,
do
dude,
you guys
honestly,
get sore from walking? Like, dude, if you're walking in New York City, like, oh, you got to see everything. That shit'll take it out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if I'm walking all day out like that, I'll for sure get sore the next day.
Dude, you're right. Waiting in line for like a roller coaster just ruins your whole experience. It's like you spend 95% of the time just standing in the line.
And we used to like shit. We would stand in like. Have you ever stood in like a 2.5 hour line for a roller coaster? In hindsight, it's like, what were we doing?
Yeah, worth a minute of excitement.
Yeah, worth it. I can't even read. Oh, here's my handwriting. Okay. Last one for me. Again, very simple. I'll kind of just trickle these out on a weekly basis. Would you rather only be able to watch movies for the rest of your life or TV shows if you could only pick one? Jack, this is right up your alley.
Yeah, that's rough.
Jack, you love watching stuff.
I really do enjoy watching stuff. Fuck. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's more like, I guess movies are more like sought after, like more like.
See, that's how it used to be. I feel like there's been a shift. I'm going TV.
I love a good series, but here's my only thing to think about is there's some of those like 8-episode like shows, like
the miniseries.
Yeah, which I love, but I can rewatch like How I Met Your Mother like 50 million times, but I can't really rewatch some of those 8-episode things because I know what happened. There's only 8 episodes.
Right.
So I don't know. Where I was getting with that is I feel like I can rewatch movies a ton.
Sure.
I don't know.
I would go movies.
Wow.
Is that where you went, or did you go TV shows?
Yeah. Did you get an answer there, Jack?
I don't know. I guess this day and age I'd go TV, but like
I don't even really watch TV shows anymore unless it's like a 4-part or 8-part documentary on something.
Yeah, dude, you and Brennan need to like watch some shit. You guys are missing out.
Brent's been stepping up his game, I feel like, lately though.
Yeah. I would pick movies.
Really?
Just because you can watch movies with people. You can't sit down and watch a whole fucking Netflix series with someone all in one go.
Yeah, like what would you do on Friday?
I beg to differ.
True detective, though.
Dude, rip 4 episodes, fall asleep, and then watch them the next night.
Like a Sunday in the summer after a night of drinking.
I've definitely finished an 8-episode series on a Sunday.
With multiple people?
Yeah.
I think I did that with Stranger Things. Stranger Things is one that you can binge.
Dude, I don't mean to call out Grant or anything. He actually has been watching movies with me. He's never seen Step Brothers.
Oh, dude.
You probably can hear me. And I was like...
I was about to call him out earlier, too. He also hates waiting in line more than anyone I've ever met.
Wow, he's a walker, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, well, dude, I've seen it like 30 times. He's like, yeah, like that's what everybody says. I'll probably never watch it.
Yeah, he told Brennan.
Seen it so many times.
That's what he told Brennan and I. He said, well, Platts has seen it so much, so I guess I'll probably never watch it in my life now.
What's your go-to movie that you would rewatch, and how many times have you done so, starting Jack?
Super bad.
Oh, same. Super bad.
Brent.
Mine's The Dark Knight. I've probably watched
Christopher Nolan, any
Oh, yeah.
Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah. I like Christian Bale a lot. Like I've seen American Psycho a lot too.
Oh yeah.
I guess if you would put categories on it, the movie I can I laugh just as hard every time at Superbad. Like,
yeah,
I think it's fucking hilarious.
Superbad is probably my number one comedy, or The Other Guys. I can rewatch that a lot too.
Pineapple Express for me, I think is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Dude, how about James Franco? He's getting canceled, huh? That was kind of
By Seth, right?
He's got
there'd always been rumors. I think he got outed during the Me Too movement as just being like a sexual harasser and dude that didn't really respect women. And Seth Rogen like kind of didn't really make a decision about it, and now people called him out, and Seth Rogen publicly said, "Hey, I'm done working with him."
Yeah,
which is a shame because James Franco's funny aside from what he does off screen.
They did every movie together.
I know, it was like they were best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Tough. The Interview, underrated movie. The one, remember when Kim Jong-un was like, they almost didn't release it because they were threatening to bomb us?
They didn't release it in theaters
Yeah.
because of that reason.
Wow,
Yeah.
ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Great to Netflix.
It was like the first movie, I feel like, to be released on like YouTube.
Also, A Quiet Place 2 comes out pretty soon here. It was supposed to come out a long ass time ago, right? But then the pandemic hit and John Krasinski was like, you need to experience it in theaters.
Interesting.
Dude, I watched
Did you guys like the first one?
I did not like it.
You didn't? I loved it.
I can't, dude. I just was sitting there like, dude,
I
what
heard
the
it was
fuck?
great.
They're not talking. Like, I'm watching a movie and no one's talking. Like, I don't know.
Was it a Charlie
That's the whole
Chaplin
fucking
movie?
premise of it.
Dylan, do you know what it's about?
Well, it's a horror movie of like
if you speak a word, they instantly find you. So like the whole time, John Krasinski and Emily,
anxiety.
him and Emily Blunt are like, it's the whole time. Like,
It's an Oscar-winning performance.
yeah,
Just
I don't know.
shushing.
Wasn't my cup of Joe, but
Dude, I watched Top Gun for the first time.
Ooh,
Have you guys seen it?
yeah. Grant actually said, he was like, dude, Platts has never seen Top Gun.
dude, I've never seen it.
Well, spoiler, have you not?
I have not.
Well,
All right, I'll watch it tonight.
spoiler alert you?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a new one coming out.
Dude dies from an ejector seat. Like they eject out of this plane, go into the ocean, and he's dead. Grant's like, R.I.P. What to say? And I laughed, and he's like, no, dude, he's dead. I'm like, what are you talking about? Can you explain that to me, Jack?
Dude, I'm having trouble kind of if I haven't. So in that case, if I haven't seen a movie that's like pre-iPhone, I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? You know, like I'm watching it, it's like, this is, you know what I'm saying? It's like 30 years ago. It's just like, where are we in technology? If you're using a payphone in a movie, you know, I don't know if it holds up.
Yeah, I've never seen Back to the Future, and my brother was trying to watch it with me the other week, and I was like, I just don't know if I'd like it.
Right.
But you like Goodfellas, which was made before that.
That's true. But I feel like Back to the Future is probably cheesy.
No, Back to the Future is pretty fire.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
so, hold on. This might be blasphemous. I think I saw Ferris Bueller's Day Off in college for the first time, and I was like, who's this chotch? I was, well, come on.
Yeah, I'm a simp for old movies. I mean, my dad had me watching them when I was like really
you'll
low.
love this, since we both have extremely old fathers, Jack and myself. Dude, my dad had me watching black and white movies like Casablanca, Mr. Ed, the talking horse from the 60s, Sergeant Bilko.
The Andy Griffith Show.
The Andy Griffith Show, yeah.
So my dad's pretty normal age, but I think he's just from a small town. They had like 3 channels, so he just had all old shows. And his parents are really old, so I was watching those with them.
We're rewatching Entourage, and everybody has those flip phones, and every time you pick up, you just flip the phone in their face. It's like, damn, I miss that.
Entourage is such a great show. Okay, we are still left with celebs you have encountered in your life, things you didn't know you needed, and funny drunk moments involving your parents. Any takers?
I have a celeb story, kind of.
I have one after that.
Let's do it.
When we were visiting New York a couple years ago, we were just walking down the side of the street, and this homeless looking dude was riding towards us on the street on a bike, not like a motorcycle, just like a regular ass bike. And I didn't even think anything of it because he just looked like like I said, he looked like a homeless man.
Right.
And all of a sudden he started getting closer, and I was with Jake Liefeld. He's like, dude, is that J. Cole? And I looked at him, and it was literally J. Cole riding towards us on a bike like 15 feet away from us. And I just had this look of shock on my face. And he got super close, and I was just like, J. Cole. And he just looked at me and didn't say anything and just kept riding. But it was so weird seeing someone with that much money, with that big of celebrity status, just riding down the side of the street alone on a bike.
Dude, on that note, I literally saw a TikTok video today, maybe it was the other day, of like some dude walking up to a food truck, and it was just J. Cole just hanging there. Like, it was literally, like you said, just
because he was trying to make one of those TikToks where you like call a random person a celebrity who kind of looks like him, and he's like, J. Cole, and then you see his face, he goes, oh, fuck, that is J. Cole. And it was J. Cole.
And then Jake Liefeld claimed he saw PFT with no sunglasses on.
Come on.
Like, what are you talking about?
Isn't that his brother?
PFT was at Mizzou at Willie's that one time.
Okay, wait. You guys are setting me up here, and then we'll get to Jack Celeb. I had Derek Jeter, New York, off of Brendan's story. I saw him in Puerto Rico. For diehard Yankees fans, I was on a flight with Jorge Posada once. How about that? I went to Madison Square Garden when I was in high school, right before I moved to St. Louis. And it was like the All-American high school game or whatever. And we snuck down. It was like at Madison Square Garden, so a huge arena, but there was probably only 10,000 people there. So we sneaked down to kind of court level. I'm looking at this big dude courtside. I'm just like, and that, I'm like the only sports fan, I guess, kind of like hardcore sports fan, because no one, I just look at him, I go, is that Indomitian Sue? And it was this dude when he went number 1 overall. He stands up. This dude's 6'9", like 270 pounds.
Jesus, that's a unit.
I don't think that unseats J. Cole. That's the leader in the clubhouse right now. Jack, what do you got?
All right, I got 3. Two are just quick ones. One, I don't remember, but my mom was there with me. I was 6. We were in Wendy's in Orlando, and Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was in there. And
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then another one, I saw him through the window at a bar in Kansas City, because he's from Kansas City, is Rob Riggle, the dude in Step Brothers. He goes like Kobayashi. And like
he was on the Daily Show. He was the KFC fried Colonel chicken.
And then the last one is probably the coolest one. Me, Grant, Henry, and I think someone else were standing outside the MGM, and we were chilling out there. And all of a sudden I see this dude walking towards us. This little dude with a white shirt and a hat. And I'm like, he's walking with this bad chick. And I'm like, Grant, is that Floyd Mayweather? and he goes, I think so. And then he walks up, and there's a TMT hat, and he has like super white teeth. And Grant goes, what's up, Floyd? And Floyd goes, what's up, gentlemen? How we doing? And then we tried to get a picture with him, but we asked if we could get a picture, and he like saw what some people around us were doing. And he was like, nah. And then he walked into the MGM and walked in, threw a bet, and walked out. And I have a picture of like him walking past us.
Wow. And he didn't even get his hat. I think that unseats him, though. I think Floyd's in the clubhouse.
I got a few too. I met Carlos Martinez at Willie's.
All right, hold on. Carlos Martinez at Cam's in Peoria. That dude, you could meet him anywhere. I think Steven Johnson met him at a gas station.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
All right.
Tyreek Hill bartended at Willie's one time. Like on a random night. It was out of the blue. And then one time me and Aaron were walking into a hotel, and Todd Gurley was outside, and Aaron's just like, what's up, Todd? And he's like, what's up, boys? And we walked in, and he like looked back. He's like thinking like, do I know those people? And we just kept walking.
Todd Gurley's pretty good.
I was like, that was pretty sly of you. He's like, yeah, you like that?
Shit. All right. Those are all pretty good. I've got some late entries here. You mentioned Mizzou. No one had, when we met Matty Mock when he was pantsless at the urinal. No, that was a celeb sighting. How about Michael
Who's more famous,
Sam, our
Matty
favorite
Mock
guy?
or Carlos Martinez?
We saw Michael Sam the other. Oh yeah, we
Bro,
were there.
Michael Sam, we haven't even talked about this. This shit was so in Dallas.
Oh my god!
Let's dissect this. So yeah, it was funny because Dallas, all four of us were there. How about shout out the OG Aaron Platts? Happy birthday! He was in Dallas as well.
Yeah.
So we're all turned up, and all of a sudden we go to this book club, and wait, is that Michael Sam? And we're like, oh my god, oh shit, it's awesome. And then all of a sudden he went from like the glory of like, oh my god, that dude's a celebrity. Like the first, for those that do not know, Michael Sam, Mizzou football player, first openly gay NFL player. He got drafted. I like barely even played, and now that's what he's known for, right? He was the pioneer. He went from like being this nice guy with an aura around him to, wait, is this guy preying on all of our guy friends here? Why is he here by himself? Okay, is he following us now? It took a turn.
Well, dude, he goes to my gym now.
Really?
I saw him at my gym, like at the machine next to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh shit.
He was not the
Really?
nicest guy ever either. He was
No.
like at this venue we were at, there was like not that many people there. It was definitely not packed by any means. And he was there, it seemed like by himself,
Yeah.
and would not talk to anyone.
Dude
be nice to
hated
anyone.
me. He hated me.
Yeah, why do he hate you so much?
Because I just kept peppering him with questions. I'm just like, hey, dude, what's up? How do you bench? How much do you bench? He's like, what? I'm like, bench. Yeah, football. And he's like,
I
dude, get
told
the
him-
fuck out of my face.
I told him I went to Mizzou, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure." I'm like, "All right," like I fucking did. Like,
Yeah. So Michael Sam, pioneer, but kind of an asshole. Okay, college game day. I went to college game day, and like, this isn't even that cool. I was like super drunk, like at Boston College with when they faced Clemson a couple of years back, just with my parents and like my extended family, and we were in the top row. And college game day was there, so I looked to my left, and there's Kirk Herbstreit, and there was like a questionable catch that was being reviewed. I'm looking at Kirk. I'm like, is that a catch, bro? Is that a catch? And he looked back at me and gave me a little signal. Maria Taylor, I tried to give her a fist bump. She whiffed on me. That was tough.
Who's Maria Taylor?
She is she's like one of the most prominent female reporters for college game day. She's the black female reporter for NBA for college game day.
I think I know who it is.
Yeah.
You seen the videos of the fans in the outfield, like right arm for tip?
I was gonna say
Bro,
that.
I keep sending you guys those. That's had me weak.
A lot of
how-
people respond.
Yeah. The first one that started was this minor league player. It's like a crowd of like 20 people in the outfield, and he goes, hey, number 24, right hand for ass, left hand for tits. And he just kind of buries his head like down into his glove. He just goes and just shows his right hand, and the entire crowd goes wild. But then they got an MLB player, and it's trending. I lost my train of thought. What were we just talking about? Oh, celebs. Last one I had, Mindy Kaling. I know her as, Ellie from The Office, right? But she's obviously, to more people, a podcaster. But it was right after I got engaged. We're staying in downtown Minneapolis 2 or 3 years ago. And it's like late at night, I'm going down the elevator to rip a heater. And I just am on my phone, and I hear this very distinct voice where you're just like, oh my God, this is literally, why do I know this voice? And I look up, and I'm just, as the elevator doors are closing and Kelly from The Office is talking, I'm just staring at her, mouth agape, without the ability to form words. Like, I walk outside. I was like, was that fucking Mindy Kaling? He's like, yeah, she stays here sometimes. But I think Todd Gurley won. What do you guys think?
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd?
But, I mean, I guess you didn't really meet him.
Yeah.
I mean, still, that's
Well, he said,
Floyd
"What's
is
up?"
Floyd. I mean, yeah.
Dude, Aaron's met so many famous people. He's like,
I bet
gone to
LA is
dinner
just,
with-
it's like second nature. It's almost like a safari.
He's like gone at dinner with Bella Hadid and shit.
Really?
What? He unseats all of us.
Like crazy people. He's like, yeah, I don't even really get starstruck anymore. And I was like,
Wow.
must be nice.
Yeah, happy birthday to the legend. Hopefully we'll hear from him soon here on Wingin' It. Keeping it going here, we've got some tea with Jack D coming up. You know what to do. We'll be back after this break.
Austin,
All right, good news. I have checked first part of Winging It has audio. So we're good. I'm back. The rust is off. We're good. New home, new studio. We're back. Winging it. Okay, so yes, we still have to get to funny drunk encounters with your parents, and I've been waiting. What has it been, 3 weeks now, for some explanation of when Brennan woke up after a night of drinking in his parents' bed. But we have to wait because we've had too many topics. We've still got here. Let's knock this one out right here, because you guys were watching, as Mizzou folk, Michael Chandler get his ass beat this weekend. Is there anything more lit than the UFC? The UFC main card this weekend, holy fucking shit. I love this sport. I don't know if it's me wanting to gurgle blood. There is something about this. McGregor's fighting a dude for the third time. I think this is going to be the new football eventually.
Wait, McGregor's coming back?
McGregor fights in Vegas when I'm going to be there for my buddy Al Dawson's bachelor party. He's fighting Dustin
what weekend?
Poirier. July 17th, something like that. I'll pull up my phone.
He's not going to fight that dude that just beat Michael Chandler?
No. So Connor called him out, and this dude that just beat Michael Chandler, who was losing the first fight, first round. It looked like Michael Chandler was about to wear gold, and then Charles Oliveira just raises something out of him like a demon. It was one of the craziest comebacks ever and just stuns Chandler. I think the quote of the night was from Drew, just going, "That was the most Mizzou shit ever."
Dude, he was absolutely pummeling him in the first round. It was lit.
And it was like McGregor's last fight, where McGregor was pummeling him the first round, and then the dude came out in the second round and just knocked him out.
Within 5 seconds. It was like 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Boom.
I think I went to piss and I came back and I just saw the text from Drew, just like, wow, what the fuck? And I just kind of saw like Charles Oliveira celebrating. I was like, what the hell just happened?
You missed it?
Yeah. So I literally rewatched it because I was on it. I was like, fucking, I got to see this live anyway.
No, dude, UFC is hype. I tweeted it's the best sport right now. But I think if Khabib came back and for that weight class, he would kill anybody. I watched every single Khabib highlight after that.
Oh my
God.
He's
just the best grappler ever. Like, he just takes people to the ground and nobody can even come close with competing with him.
I fucking love this sport. Yeah. Once you get into it, you're a UFC head. Dude, he fought Justin Gaethje and made him look like a rag doll in his last fight when he went to 29-0.
Yeah.
I think I need to get into it.
You have to. And what's crazy is like, so this was UFC 262. And I've listened to like a documentary of like, we were just talking before we hit record. We could just talk for 24 hours. That might be the new pod, Winging It. You guys enjoy it. We're just a fountain of content. But to put a bow on UFC, like Georges St. Pierre was like the old school guy who was like the hero for Khabib. And it's like, now I'm just kind of getting into it. And now I know Khabib, Ronda Rousey, like I wasn't into it when Ronda Rousey was for the casual fan, like shit, the face of the sport. Dana White's just a beast. I love the broadcasting crew with Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier. They are great. And I just like the hype around it where they just somehow they can get you to get up for a guy fighting another. Nate Diaz is not even a great fighter, but he's such a personality, and UFC does a great job of promoting shit that it gets you excited for it. So basically what I'm asking is, should we go to an event? Because they're fighting in Phoenix in a month. Should we do it?
Yes.
Dude, I'm so down. But there's like a bunch of different weight classes, right? But there's really only like 3 that matter. It's that one is that lightweight,
heavyweight, which is Francis Ngannou, just took that home. Kamaru Usman, who's been dominating. I think that's middleweight for a while. And yeah, McGregor and Khabib have been they've been the talk of the town. Amanda Nunes is basically the new Ronda Rousey, but she's not getting the same kind of fame that Ronda did.
Is
Adesanya,
is he heavier or lighter than that?
He's light heavyweight, and so he was middleweight, and he tried to fight light heavyweight when he fought Jan Blachowicz, and he got destroyed. We watched that in St. Louis.
That was his first loss, right?
Yes,
ever.
Yes, correct. All right, so yeah, UFC is awesome, but let's get back to the female audience here. Before we get to the T, Austin, T9 texting, was this you? What is this?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually saw like a TikTok of these guys talking about it on their podcast. Do you guys remember that, where you literally had to click one number 3 times to get to the letter L?
Yeah.
No one like Gen Z will never like.
We
even
got so
understand
good
that.
at that too. Like
I was quick with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, you have to have the setting where you just click the numbers once and then it knew what word you were typing.
Yeah.
You know? I
that
didn't
was
discover
spell
that
check
for
for
like
iPhone before spell
yeah,
check.
that was I never discovered that for like years, and then my brother showed me it, and I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!"
I used to have a sidekick, the one that like flipped up.
Oh
Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say my first phone was the Rumor, which had the keyboard on it.
Oh,
You-
so you
yeah,
never
the
even-
keyboard was fire.
Mine was a Razor.
But then
my
it
first
broke. But then it broke. So for a while, I did have to use the numbers on the front.
Dude,
Like, do you
yeah,
think
you
Gen
mentioned
Z
Razor. Razor was a must. So sleek.
Do you think Gen Z has even heard of that?
No, they probably have an iPad in their hands by the age of 2.
phone.
What
Yeah.
what was that word that was being tossed around this weekend trending? It was gen something millennial, gentriarch millennial or something. It's like it's 85. It's basically like 10 years before me, I guess. Or
Wait,
us, 94 and
isn't
95.
isn't the generation we're in now called like Alpha or something? Generation Alpha.
Is that after so what's after Gen Z?
I think Alpha.
Alpha, wow.
I don't know. We should look it up, but it's kind of a sick name, honestly.
Yeah. So yeah, texted the Razor, and then once you freaking got the iPhone, you're like the kid on the bus with the iPhone. I was like, how the hell am I gonna text on that? I could not figure out how I was gonna. This is touchscreen. What the hell? And now it's just second nature. Okay, let's get educated here. The T.
All right. Let's see. I did have some more screenshots, but I've been doing a new thing where I'm trying to delete 1,000 pictures a day until I've got my shit down because I have 25,000 pictures. And it's outrageous. There's
Wait a
so much.
second. What gigabyte is your phone?
Like 256, I think.
Wow.
But I just I've never missed a backup, so I have everything. But I screenshot so much shit that like. And now I have so much that I can't find anything I'm looking for. So I got to.
I'm OCD about that. Brennan taught me a great life hack where you at Lifetime take a photo of your locker, and then so you don't remember. I'm stoned walking on from I'm like, what the fuck? Where the hell's my locker? But then I just have like 30,000 fucking pictures of lockers in my camera roll. I got to clean that up.
Yeah, I'm working on it. All right, Ariana Grande was. She got married over
What the fuck? To a real estate agent.
Yeah. Well, it's been news that they've been together for a while, but it was kind
Well,
of.
I mean, have you seen the market lately? That dude probably glue the fuck up.
Yeah.
Wait, was she married before?
To Pete Davidson?
Yeah. So I was like, wait.
No, they were just engaged.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
But
Jesus Christ. Yeah. A secret wedding. I mean, the Aaron Rodgers secret engagement wedding, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's very interesting.
Well, that just gives us regular guys hope,
Yeah, I guess regular guys, but he probably makes like double
what if he
digit
was
mil
a
a year.
plumber?
Yeah.
She probably makes more than him.
Yeah, but he still probably makes a fuck ton. All right. Slick Bill Gates allegedly pursued a woman at work back in the day and hooked up with her as well at Microsoft.
His shit with Epstein has me tinfoil capping. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Bill Gates is a player, is what you're saying?
Apparently, yeah, he used to fucking email bitches at Microsoft. And
I read something on Twitter. Shocker, another old white dude. No, but I read something that it was like Melinda Gates walked in on him and Epstein like having sex with a 4-year-old or something. But of course, that's on Twitter. Yeah, like it was some fucked up shit.
Jesus.
Wait, hold on. I got to stop the premises here and let the fact checkers check that fact I just dropped. How during our celeb drops did Brennan not mention the time his brother walked into a bar and saw Jim Edmonds making out with a dude? Didn't that happen? Has that been capped or not?
No, the story is I actually just texted my brother about this 3 days ago. That's pretty funny. The story is my brother has a friend who during the summer runs a fireworks stand. And my brother and this guy went over to this guy's lawyer's house for whatever reason. I guess his lawyer was just like having a party or something. And the lawyer is gay and has like so much sports memorabilia in his house and has a lot of Jim Edmonds sports memorabilia. And my brother and the fireworks stand guy are like, how the fuck do you have all this Jim Edmonds stuff? He's like, oh, I suck him off. Like, wait.
All right.
They're like, wait, what? He's like, oh yeah, I literally like give Jim Edmonds like blowjobs for this, and was dead serious about it.
There's a lot of layers to that onion.
Well, and
story.
Edmonds has
Fireworks
like
stand lawyer.
Yeah, we were. I run a fireworks stand, and I was partying at my lawyer's house with a lot of drugs. No, but Jim Edmonds has like a publicly like messy marriage too, like where he's having sex with multiple women, like with his wife. They're getting divorced. She's got like a couple men. Jim Edmonds is sucking off realtors.
Jim Edmonds has been married like 3 separate times, at least.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, sorry, I derailed the tea there, but we're back to it.
To stick on Bill Gates, on the day of his divorce, he transferred 1.8 billion in stock to Melinda.
How do you play?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what does that mean? I think
Melinda?
that went right over my
Melinda's his ex-wife, but
So why do you give her stock?
That's
To shut her up?
No, so that he doesn't have to split the money with his wife, right?
But, well, dude, he's definitely got to give her more than $1 billion.
Yeah.
He's worth like, but all right. Even another Bill Gates thing I had is some people are up in arms because some people say some people think they're complaining about it, even though they're not, that Bill Gates is apparently only going to give each of his kids $10 million. People are like, oh, it's $10 million. What are you crying about? But like, dude, if my dad was Bill Gates, I'd be like, come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'd be
he's-
so scanned.
It's like
Isn't he almost worth 100 billion?
dude, yeah, that's
He's
like
worth over 100 billion.
Easily, yeah.
that's like
I,
it's like my dad throwing a quarter at me saying go buy a gumball. Like,
Yeah, that's nothing.
yeah.
Like
I-
10 million.
I heard a crazy thing where speaking of famous divorces of billionaires, Jeff Bezos and his wife. I read that before the pandemic, it was something like Bezos losing half his worth in the divorce settlement to his wife. He was still as rich as he was before the pandemic because he made so much money from Amazon due to the coronavirus.
Really?
Sidebar too. I was talking to my brother who's helping me move in. I was, I'm still lost on the Jim Edmonds factor. So my brother's homosexual and he has come out to me, and I was kind of like, yeah, I mean, a lot of people that know me and my family know what we're about know that my brother's gay, and I just didn't know if like he wants to like broadcast it. And then he was just kind of like, I was like, he's like, dude, should I like come on Winging It, because it's our most popular podcast, right? We like having guests on. Would that be cool just to kind of like grill him, like? Because I wasn't asking him because I was worried, like, hey, but if he offered it, would that be interesting? I guess I'm offering that to you, the co-host, and you, the listener at home.
Fuck yeah, bring him on. I love him.
I'll talk to anyone.
What should we grill him about?
Okay, remember when we had Jack Rourke and Jack Rourke number 2?
Yeah, we got to get Jack Rourke 2 back on.
I think we can have Ian Corbett on. If we can talk to,
yeah.
if we can talk to Jack Rourke number 2 from Nevada via FaceTime.
He's from Nevada. Jesus Christ. Wait a second. So we're talking guests. I mean, yeah. So we're back. I'm in the new studio, new house. We've got a white guy summer, hot boy summer, hot girl summer, Chet Hanks, what have you. Pandemic's over. We're moving fast. Delaney Glazer. I've reached out to her. I'm just going to air this publicly because I talked to her. She was like, yeah, we would love to. I would love to come on. Delaney Glazer, for those of you that don't know, most of our St. Louis audience knows that she was our friend in high school. I feel comfortable calling her a friend. And she basically was like, screw this. She went pro out of high school and moved to LA. And now she's over 1 million followers. She's super famous. She was on Justin Bieber's world tour. Excellent dancer. So on a whim, a couple weeks ago, I reached out to her. I was like, Delaney, like, holy shit, we would love to interview you. These are all of, your friends from high school. I think it'd be a lot of fun. She's talking back and forth. It was great. I think it would be awesome, but we're kind of like, she's a huge star, and I'm not trying to blow her up and annoy her, but a lot of people that listen to this podcast, maybe if we can kind of through the grapevine, make that happen. And through the grapevine, those of you that want to be a part of the podcast, that's money as well. All you got to do is reach out. But big things coming in the future, possibly. We're hoping to make that happen in deep negotiations, mostly because of segments like these. Let's continue the tea.
Yeah, we need to do a live segment from your house in Minnesota.
Yes, we got to come on out. Yeah, we'll plan something.
Okay, we'll keep the billions talks going. Fortnite made $9 billion in the last 2 years.
Are you guys Fortnite guys?
Yes.
I used to be, not anymore.
The only game I've ever actually enjoyed.
I think everybody was.
See, I suck at shooting games, so I obligatory couldn't get into it because I would just be roasted 24/7. Like I would lose friendships for how bad I would be at this game.
I refused to play squads with anyone. I'm still a little nervous too, but it took me like 2 years to get a solo dub, but I finally did.
I don't think I've ever had more fun with a video game than when Fortnite was in prime in like 2017. It was so fun.
And then I started like winning on my own, and I was like, I'm getting good at this. And then someone told me that they changed it to like people of your skill level. I'm like, no wonder I'm shooting someone who's running away.
That's a heady play, to be honest.
Yeah.
Crazy. Fortnite's still going strong.
All right. Jeff Bezos ordered a $500 million super yacht, and it's sick.
What?
Yeah. It's like the nicest.
Did you see they're offering tickets to space by, what is it, this time next year, in a year, right? Like tourism ticket freaking things. And Bezos and Musk are kind of in like an arms race for it.
Jesus.
Yeah. What did Jeff Bezos name his yacht? Holy
Did you pull it up?
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks like a fucking island.
Yeah. It's pretty sick. I don't know what he named it though.
That dude is living life.
Yeah.
I just searched, he's worth 177 billion. And then it's Elon Musk, someone else, and Bill Gates is 124 billion.
Wow, weak.
Wow.
Ohio's governor announces any adult who gets vaccinated will automatically be entered in the statewide $1 million lottery.
That's fire.
Saw that.
What if you get a blood clot though? Come on, what happened there? Vaccination check. Come on, am I the only one?
Yeah.
Is it? Wow. I was talking about this on the Corbett's Corner that didn't air because it was completely muted and I didn't realize, but I was so your arm's gonna hurt like a normal shot. Like I definitely like both times, the first dose, second dose, I was like, fuck, like I was actually in Dallas right when I got the first one. Second dose, everyone's telling me, holy shit, dude, get ready. I'm like, fuck, Pfizer gang. The next morning, like 24 hours after, I was like, I'm just lying on the floor and I was like, this sucks ass. Like I just didn't feel like sniffles, like just kind of felt like fatigued and felt like not necessarily sick, but took a couple of ibuprofen and we're all good. But I don't know. I recommend it now that it's a little weird. I just worked out a lifetime without a mask for the first time in 6 months. And I was like, this is like a whole new world again. It's like you have to relearn it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's lit. All right, Chick-fil-A is facing a sauce shortage. That's why they only give you one now. Their supply chain messed up, and they're.
Dude, I went to Chick-fil-A and they gave me 2, so I don't know.
All
what
right,
it's all about.
You bastard!
I didn't even ask for 2; they just gave me it.
Good thing we got that Purge coming up in a couple of years. Then we'll get a couple more sauce packets. But how about the gas shortage too?
Yeah, how about the gas?
Yeah.
You know, they just came out with a report that they Bitcoined $90 million. $90 million
To the hackers.
Yeah, to the hackers.
Oh my god! Wait, I thought it was initially reported 5 million.
That's what I saw. 5 million.
I just got a report like 2 hours ago that's actually 90.
Just to get the gas back.
They gave it to the hackers.
Yeah,
I
they had
What
to
else
pay
were they
'em.
supposed to do?
Well, dude, I didn't read too much about all that.
Could you
just saw
imagine
the,
being a hacker? God.
like anonymous? Those people who wear the masks.
What I was saying is I don't understand how you hack gas or a pipeline.
Well,
of
you
gas.
just take over because everything's automated on computers now. You just freeze them out of their system. You just hack them.
But it's
Mr.
like a
Robot.
But it's a pipeline. Like, how do you hack a pipeline?
I don't know. Maybe there's like machines that control how fast the pressure's going, shit like that. I feel like everything's fucking. Did you see the 60 Minutes UFO report? I mean, technology.
Yeah,
is just,
I was getting. Yeah,
I'm shocked we haven't talked about
we're
that.
getting there. We're getting there.
This is, you guys have been waiting for this. This is the best part of the entire podcast right here.
Yeah.
Wait, real quick. Security jobs are super popular in Dallas. And I was talking to my friends, and they're like, "Yeah, whenever this happens, it's like a huge deal for us."
Like
'Cause it just
malware
makes them-
security, not
it
like
just makes
protecting
them look-
Bryce Hall.
No. Quote, like,
Cyber security.
Cyber security. They're like, yeah, like it's amazing for us, obviously, because people want more security.
Okay, so the Pentagon, as they have confirmed in the past, and we have talked about authentic UFO footage, but I did watch the 60-minute special, and it's pretty fucking nuts.
I
because
saw
it's
those clips. Oh my god.
Yeah, I had to tune into the full thing. It's like this dude who was in the military for like 30 years, like became a civilian and like started dedicating his life to like figuring this shit out. And some dude from the Department of the Defense like became a civilian too and helped him. And then they were interviewing this guy who like was flying the planes, and like you can see the video, and they're like, look at that, what the hell's that? Like, and they have all these videos, and like now they're just saying that it's 100%. They have no fucking clue what it is.
Austin, Brennan, have you seen these clips, these videos today or this past? Yeah, for the last 2 days.
Yeah, I
No.
have. Isn't there a like specific date that they have to release all the data and info they have on it?
Yeah, I think they're
Like in July something?
yeah.
So basically, like slowly over the last couple of years, and if you've been listening to Wingin' It the last couple of weeks, the time travelers told us that this is happening. But no, so there have been, and it's not UFOs anymore. This was like so bougie. It was like, yeah, actually, if you really know what's going on, they're UAPs.
Yeah.
Okay, so UAPs are what we're going by now, but it's literally like, so one of the clips was 2 people that went to check out like off the coast of California. Hey, there's something in our systems. Like this was in early 2010s. So the technology wasn't as great as it is now. They're like, hey, let's go check it out. And it's literally, they drop down and it's like a Tic Tac. They're describing it, a Tic Tac pill with no fume exhaust pipes. Like it is like almost defying physics. Like it's solar, it's sonic. And it reminded me of something out of Interstellar. But then you get the guy who's now across the country, Virginia Beach, like 5 years later. He sees something on his radar. Technology's better. This thing's a saucer going against like 100 miles per hour wind with nothing coming out of it. And then whoever, first of all, this interviewer for CNN's a little like, he was not that great. But he goes, wait a second, how often are you, how often do you see something like this? And he goes, for the last couple of years, every day.
Yeah.
Like they're following them.
Yeah.
Like the aliens aren't fucking around now. They're just like, hey, have you seen around TikTok that footage of the alien dead on the Florida beach?
On the beach. Yeah.
They're here.
No, but what I also found crazy about that report is that the people they were interviewing who saw him, they said that like people have always been like scared who like see those things to even report it, because like if you report it to the army, like they think you're fucking crazy and like they'll like lock you up and stuff. But like after those 2 people I was talking about who became civilians pushed Congress so hard about it, now it's like encouraged to report anything like that you see. So
and
like
think about it, just like if you saw that by yourself, you'd be like, what did I do? Like, am I crazy? Am I losing my mind? But the sighting from early 2010s, it was a man and a woman. That's why they were like, if that person wasn't with me, if it wasn't like 4 people that saw what the fuck was going on, I would have thought I was crazy. But the fact that it's incredible. They're called nyrons, by the way. So get ready. Nyrons.
I think it's sweet. I want to talk to the aliens and see what
Yes.
they're up to.
It's funny to think that, like, how long has this been going on? Like, did Jimmy Carter know about this? Was like, who was the first president where it's like, holy shit, like, okay, we got aliens. I want to be in the know.
Same. Someone said maybe Elon's an alien. He's trying to get home. Like,
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
The other day, Grant goes, "Do you think Elon's a human?"
Is he? All right. We'll keep you posted.
Fuck Elon, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Yeah. Buy the dip. You're good.
Yeah, do we buy? I was telling you, we're leveling off a little bit.
Hold the line.
Speaking of Bitcoin Island is being developed in the Caribbean, where the whole place will be run by crypto. Like
So
Bitcoin.
what's going on? So basically, alluding to what we were just kind of blowing by, was Elon Musk tweeting about how Bitcoin almost does as much damage as, cars. Explain that to the layman's.
Isn't he pumping?
Like,
I don't know.
There's like Bitcoin miners who like have these huge facilities that
Right.
run a lot of energy, but I think it's been like debunked that it's like not that much.
A lot of it's renewable energy, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and like the biggest thing is like he knew about all this before he started accepting payments. So like, what changed now? You know what I mean? So a
Right.
lot of people think
Then he also came out and said that he has something that can make Doge better than Bitcoin.
there's a
He's
lot of
picking
people
and
think there's
choosing.
other factors. People are pressuring him, or there's just stuff he's not telling us. And dude, he's pissing me off because he'll like promote this shit and then just go completely against his word, and then like promote it again and then switch to Doge. It's
Right.
like, dude, pick a side, stop being bipolar. You literally like this one man's tweets affect the market so
'Cause he's got
dramatically.
40 or 50 million followers.
We got a
Dude, I
passionate
heard a
crypto
rumor-
over here.
I know. I get all pissed off about it. But I heard a rumor that he owns 26% of all the Dogecoins. Like what?
All right, I got a couple of follow-ups here. One for the group. Did anyone catch the Elon Musk SNL? Any thoughts there?
I watched the clips. Apparently, he said that he has Asperger's.
Yeah.
On like one of
And
the,
then he did like a
Those are
Doge. He did a Dogecoin skit. I mean, I'm not an
and
SNL.
he was
guy.
dressed like Mario, and that. Or
The Mario skit was the weirdest thing I've ever
They
seen.
sucked. The skit sucked.
Yeah.
Dude, how about him partying until 6 a.m. and then rolling out in the Bruce Wayne Tesla truck? That thing was something else.
I didn't see that.
Oh my god, dude! So yeah, I saw like Elon left the SNL after party at like 6 a.m. It was light out in New York City, and he just hops in. So he rides around in literally like the Batmobile, like it's Tesla's truck, that he's first test riding. What was my second one there? Oh, Austin, what'd you make of Dave Portnoy picking like a recruiting?
Safe Moon.
Yes, picking a cryptocurrency as if he was a college recruit.
I thought it was ridiculous. I
Yeah.
mean, he probably got paid so much money for that. Safe Moon is bullshit. I don't know why he keeps doing this shit.
Yeah.
There's so many scams out there now. It's getting ridiculous.
Right.
dude, I bet SNL after parties back in the day got
yes.
they were probably sick, but now they probably suck. But
No, they're probably still lit.
Oh man.
yeah, I guess. But Pete Davidson doesn't drink. I'm pretty sure. So like,
Really?
he's just I'm pretty sure he just gets high like all the time.
Really.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
You can fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure. That's a good movie, The King of Staten Island. Have you guys seen that?
Okay,
Pretty
no,
good.
I've heard mixed reviews, but is
I
it
liked it.
I liked it too.
if you're a Pete Davidson fan, is that because you like it? Like
No, I'm like pretty indifferent on him. I don't like love
okay,
him.
yeah, I'm the
but
same way. I'll have to check it out.
The
then.
story's pretty good because
I
it's
thought
like
he was
kind of
funny for the Jake Paul fight. How he was like, people were like, "Oh, he's so scripted." I thought he was just being like not a douche, but he was just like being naturally funny.
I agree.
Yeah,
the story's like loosely based on his real life because like his dad died
Right.
9/11 and stuff. Like it's
holy shit! Wow.
yeah. Bank of America says by 2025 they will have a $25 minimum wage. I don't know if that's like that is in like 3 years, but I don't know how often minimum wage changes.
I mean, it
That's
sounds yeah. That's got to be good news, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Bank of
I'll have to
America
check with
also
my
just
boss.
partnered with Chainlink, if you know what Chainlink is. But
Dude,
Yeah.
how about AT&T? If we're going business briefly, getting into the media game. Like they bought HBO and shit, and then 3 years later, they're like, nah, this was shit. They literally lost 50%. They bought in for 80 bill and they sold for 40 bill. It was like,
Wow.
Shit.
That's
Wait, so
return.
Jack, $25 minimum wage in 4 years?
Straight up. That's what it says.
That is
straight up.
All right. Ellen DeGeneres, you know how she had all her stuff where apparently she's like a bully and a horrible boss and a host.
Yeah.
She's the Ellen show's ending after 19 seasons, but I think they should have just said like it's ending, but she said we're ending it because it's just not a challenge for me anymore.
Oh, shut up, bitch.
Yeah. Brendan used to look like Ellen.
dude,
I used to look like her.
I mean, I can't. That picture Platt sent today is you kind of look like her.
like, are these still a thing? I guess The View is still popular. I mean, not with us, but like Wendy Williams has her own show. I started going to Lifetime a little bit earlier. Like sometimes I'll sneak in there at like 11 o'clock. Drew Barrymore's got her own talk show. I'm like, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
She does it with a guy, doesn't she?
I
Or
don't know.
or am I tripping?
Isn't Michael Strahan?
Maybe I'm thinking
doing-
of someone else.
He does. Michael Strahan does like Good Morning America,
Right.
and then or
It's
he
like
does
late night TV to me. I feel like the whole thing's changing. It's almost just like
or he might do with he might have taken Regis'
Kelly Ripa.
spot.
Yeah, Regis spot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Regis and Kelly.
Regis was a beast.
Celeb encounter alert. When I used to have a beach house in Rhode Island, my family did. Brennan has been there. There was talks that Regis Philbin was going to move in 2 houses down from us, but it never materialized. So almost celeb happening.
So
Damn.
what's Ellen gonna do now? Isn't that like her whole thing?
I bet she retired. She was in talks of retiring and stopping a couple.
I mean, yeah, especially with, but she's got so much like products, so much random stuff. She also has her real estate portfolio. She's like flipped like, it's like some crazy number
That's
like in the
the name of
past
the
10,
game.
10 years or something. All right. Drake is being accused of breaking up Naomi Sharon. This is like bad chick. Her engagement after she was unfaithful to her fiance with them.
They were engaged for 8 years, though.
Oh, give me a break.
So
yeah.
it's like,
Really?
She
Yeah.
bad?
Yes.
yeah,
What's her
yeah,
name?
she's
Naomi?
hot, but she was engaged to this dude for 8 years, and then she hooked up with Drake. It's like, if you're, what's the point of getting engaged for 8 years? Like, just get fucking married.
Right. Yeah. There's definitely something sus going on there.
Yeah. All right. Was anyone here anyone hip just watched the show Life with Ryan about Ryan Sheckler on MTV?
Yeah.
He's a beast.
You really don't watch that show?
Who,
love
me?
it.
Oh, sorry.
Anyone.
Porter's just looking at me right now. He's staring at me. Anyway, go
No,
on.
I never saw that show.
Well, all right. Well, then you guys might not get it, but
Wait a second. Explain it to me. It's slow.
Life of Ryan. It was a reality show about the skateboarder Ryan Sheckler's life, like
Oh,
when he was
okay.
when he was like in high school. But he said that he came out and said that he was borderline traumatized from the show, and he didn't get in a relationship until he was 25 because of it.
Dude, child stardom is crazy to me. Like Britney Spears. I'm surprised like Jake Paul like kind of navigated and figured that shit out. Like I didn't know Jake Paul from his Disney days. I knew him from being Logan Paul's brother and now taking over social media through the money laundering Triller boxing club.
Yeah, it's like how Sam's not on the new iCarly.
Oh God. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You have the floor. Your favorite show, Jack.
June 17th, baby. It's back.
But the day before that, Dave season 2.
Ooh.
See, you're telling me you couldn't sit down on a Sunday and watch Dave all the
Correct.
way
I
through?
binged.
Dave, yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, yes. But imagine sitting down on a Sunday and be like, hey, you want to watch the entire fucking series of Breaking Bad today?
Okay, that's not possible. I'm talking like
Hey,
8
you want to
episode
knock out the
shows, or
Lord
like
of the Rings
Undoing.
trilogy?
Yeah, you guys want to knock out Game of Thrones?
I'm talking more like True Detective. Like, yo, let's start at
Oh.
9 a.m. and be done at like midnight. I've done it. All right. NASA confirms. I don't even know why they throw this out here that there's no way to stop an asteroid. If one ever comes to Earth, we're fucked. They just said that.
Armageddon. Have you seen Armageddon?
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, France is fucked.
Even like
32.
Like they're saying in the future, there's no way.
I don't know if they literally just said I don't know who comes up with these reports. I also don't know, just spitting off that. I saw some article that I don't know who comes up with this shit, but they deemed this little like big castle that's like on this island off the coast of France. It's like way out in the middle of the water, and it's just like an island. The safest place to go if there was ever a zombie apocalypse. Like who
They don't like
deems
water.
this? Who's like, yep, put that out there.
They're just
Like,
coming out with articles that people will read.
but that was on like
someone went to Harvard to put out this case
Yeah.
study about safest zombie apocalypse locations.
all right, and this pissed me off. I saw this right before we got on here. The Guardian, right, freaking news outlet, said that it's Shrek's like 20-year anniversary, and it said it's an unfunny and overrated low for blockbuster animation. Fairy tale comedy has toilet humor, glibness, shoddy animation. It's a misfire.
That's horse.
Come on.
I mean, Shrek 2 and 3, you might have an argument, but no, Shrek 1 was fucking pure.
Yeah.
Lord Farquaad, are you
Yeah.
serious?
Shrek
Right.
2 is also a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah, they're fire. That's what I got
Last
for
animated movie that I enjoy, like legitimately was like moved by, and I was because we all grew up watching Disney animated movies, like it was fucking fire shit. I was playing Kingdom Hearts, through middle school. How about that? But Up was like a movie where you're just like, wow, like that kind of moved you.
I got one topic.
Yes.
What about South Carolina voting to bring back firing squad execution?
Yeah.
What? I did not see that.
Yeah.
What, for like
dude,
a marijuana misdemeanor?
if you're gonna
You
go
guys know how
out,
that
like,
works?
what?
Apparently,
basically-
Mississippi, Oklahoma, and Utah are the other ones that still have it too.
So basically, they put you against a wall, and
Firing
six
squad.
people with guns line up, and they all start shooting at you. All six people, but
Yeah.
one person's gun is unloaded, but no one knows which gun is unloaded. That way, no one knows who fired the killing bullet. So like, no one has to live with it on their mind, knowing for
wow.
sure that they shot someone.
But they don't actually do that these days, still, do they?
Dude, maybe you can be like, that's how I want to go.
Maybe if you get the death penalty, you might be able to choose how you get put to death. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
that'd
light
be
me on
pretty
fire.
badass.
Wait, hold on. We have less than a minute. Great way to end Winging It. How would you guys choose to die via death penalty? Are you going syringe, firing squad?
Firing squad.
What?
Give it to me. Dude, I don't want to get
cannonball in
I don't
my
want to
gut.
have the sponge on my head or anything like that. Like,
That's
Dude, have you
no.
seen Apocalypto where they set you free and you run and then they shoot bow and arrows at you?
yeah, it's like the
Well,
Hunger Games.
Miss me with an arrow hanging out on my
All right.
spleen.
And then I got 3 quick suggestions for shows. City on a Hill. It's on Showtime. Kevin Bacon, like The Wire and The Town mixed together. Absolutely fucking fire show. And then Mayor of Easttown is on HBO.
Ooh.
It is like a slow burn crime show, kind of like True Detective vibes. There's 5 episodes out. Last episode was fucking insane. One of the best episodes I've seen of TV in the past probably like 3 years. And then last one I haven't watched yet, but I'm gonna watch it. I heard it on a work meeting today. Is a documentary called Breaking 2, and it's about the guy who broke the 2-hour marathon. And apparently it's sick. It like documents his whole training and everything.
Let's check them out. We'll talk to you next week. Winging It. Follow, rate, review us.